Hey everybody, what's going on? Got a little break to check on the cat. Oh, yesterday was a horror show, man. Absolute horror show. I took Noodles to the vet, and the one vet came in and said, "Oh, this won't take a minute. It won't be so bad." And then she flipped her paws up, and she was like, "Ugh." So she got a vet tech to come in and help, and the cat overpowered the vet and the vet tech. Strong Noodles is a strong cat. She wasn't no kung fu or something. And she ripped up the vet tech, ripped up the vet, and then they brought another vet tech in to help. And I'm sitting there like, oh my god, this is horrible. And so there's like three people holding the cat down while the vet's cutting her fingernails and taking the two nails out of the pads. And man, it took like 40 minutes. I never seen so much nails come off a cat. It was like they were declawing a panther. So it was a complete horror show. But they were very professional. But they really got ripped up. My cat ripped them up. At one point, the cat shot straight up in the air like 4 feet and landed on the floor. They were holding her with hockey gloves, and right down to the very end, Newt was a fighter. Newt's a fighter, man. And there was blood everywhere. It was a complete horror show. And they started washing her feet, and they gave her a shot of antibiotics, and it's kind of got her all whacked out. But she's okay. She's medicated right now and chilling out. So I came home to check on her and have a little quick lunch before I go back. So I might want to talk. This thing's choking me. Ugh. Alright. That's better. I just, it's week after week or month after month. You see these school shootings, and I just don't get it, man. I mean, I understand being bullied. I was bullied for so long in school, and I don't condone that, and it has such a negative effect on people. But never in my wildest fantasies did I ever even imagine going to school and start shooting people. I just don't get it. And it seems like it's the high schools and the colleges and the middle schools where people are going there and playing shoot 'em up. I remember when I was younger, a long time ago, everybody blamed it on those violent movies, those damn violent movies, and that dirty heavy metal music is making these kids go crazy and kill each other. But there wasn't any shootings like this when I was younger. And I want to throw something out there, and I know I'm going to catch a lot of shit for this, but I don't care. Now, I know it was late in the game. I started playing violent video games when I was, I don't know, they really used to suck. They were horrible. You had like tank battles, or I had an Atari. Remember Atari? Oof, that's dating yourself. The video games were so awful, and I think one of the first video games that was truly violent, and it was still kind of blurry, and it really didn't look that real, was Doom. Doom was a big one. Doom, and what was the other one? It was just one where you had these hands like you'd electrocute people with the gauntlets. I forget what that game was. And you had a nail gun, and it was just, but still, it was kind of fuzzy. It wasn't that realistic. The video games now are so realistic, and it is basically just like killing people. I wonder, well, I don't wonder. I think a lot of it has to do with the desensitizing of youth to killing. Just like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, you can go around and steal the cars. You can just spend the entire time killing people. I think that has a major part with these younger kids, where they sit around the house killing people all day, and they make it look so realistic, where when they decide to slip a disc or spit the bit, they go completely berserko and just have no feeling towards killing people. I think that has a lot to do with it, but I don't want to get in the same bandwagon where it's like those dirty kids and that heavy metal and those violent movies and Batman's responsible. I don't think so. I think that there's something wrong in society when the kids are just going to school mowing people down. You just didn't hear about. I mean, you had shootings here and there, but it's like every couple months. I'm a gun owner, and these are like nicks in the fence, man. Every time one of these happens, it gives them another excuse to take guns away from normal people who are not wacko berserko nutballs. And it just kills me every time I look at it. The first thing I say to myself is, I don't know if it's selfish or not. The first thing I say to myself is self. I don't say self. That's kind of corny. Is oh, here we go again. And then I say, oh geez, look what this dude did or this girl did. Mostly dudes did to all these kids. And then the reality sets in that this is more ammo for the gun haters to get in there and go, oh no, it's those dirty gun owners. They're the wackadoos. And it just, give me your opinion on it. What do you think? I mean, am I that far off? I don't think I'm that far off. I think a lot of it has to do with these violent games the kids are playing. Man, I sound like an old man when I say that, but I played, what was it, Call of Duty a couple weeks ago. Something else over a friend's house, and it used to really get me jacked up, and I used to really like it. And now I just sit there and I'm like, this is fucking stupid, man. I'd rather watch TV than do this. Don't get me wrong, I like video games. I like Star Trek video games. I like space video games. I like all kinds of video games, but I don't know. I just guess I outgrew the shoot 'em ups. It just doesn't turn me on. Like Grand Theft Auto, I used to love to steal the cars and smash them into like tanker trucks and things. But I'm weird. I just never got into just the mowing people down all the time. I don't get it. I don't get what the fascination is with that. I mean, maybe it's because there's absentee parents. There's no guidance. There's no. They come from broken homes, and I have no idea. I don't ever ask you guys to talk about anything on the videos, but in the comments, talk about it. Give me your views on it. What do you think is wrong with society now that this is like a month after month? This happens like 2-3 times a year. Massacres. I don't get it, man. I understand the economy is bad, but that usually doesn't affect the kids too much. I know when times were really tight when I was growing up, they had a school lunch program and even a breakfast program where the kids could eat for free. If you didn't have the money, you could eat for free. So I'll give you a shot of Noodles. Noodles is all drugged out. She's like all whacked out. Hopefully I get the call in the next 10 minutes that I don't have to go back because it's really slow. It's been really slow because it's a short town and, well, it's cold. Nobody's coming out for oysters and clams on a day like today. Maybe a couple blue hairs will come out for dinner, but we're basically getting geared up for the season. The season doesn't kick in for like another month or two, but the chef wanted to get his people back in place to get everything going, so when it does get busy, he'll be all staffed up. So let's take a look at Noodles. That is the Newt laying in bed because her medication got her sick last night and she was puking all over the place. It was a real drag. I'm glad to have her home. Glad it's over. Later, guys.